Hello, everyone. Welcome to an impromptu full moon reading. We're going to do a quick pulse check to see what's going on with the full moon, which is already underway. And then I think we'll do like a real time pick a card, and it will work whether you watch it in the live stream or later. I just wanted this as a treat for everybody that's opted into notifications and is a subscriber. I did put out a few social media notifications. You could see me typing in the background. But yeah, this is for all the subscribers. Sometimes I will just drop a video and it's unannounced. And I wanted to get this out in a timely fashion, which is why I'm doing it live, because I still have other videos that I'm working on. So it just felt right. Plus, I really like reading lunar events when they're happening with other people. It's just more fun as a reader. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Welcome everybody, good to see you. I put up a little poll for those that are watching live. It looks like many of you are definitely feeling the effects of this. I put a little, like 32% of you said you're anxious right now. Totally get it. We'll sort through some of that. The rest of it's pretty evenly split. So let's see if that changes as we go through the reading. We'll say hello to Apollo, who's sleeping behind us. Not a care in the world, or at least he's not showing it. If only we could be so zen and relaxed, right? If you're brand new or if you're watching this on replay, remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on something just like this. Okay. I have a couple decks of cards that I want to work with here today. We're going to start off with one that I haven't used in a minute here. Fountain, I think it is. Okay. So let's zoom in because we don't need as many. And I wanted to do... I don't know if I'm going to do past, present, or future. I just want to see what is this full moon presenting us right now in this moment? Like, what's the energy right here, right now, whenever you watch this? Woo! We got the tower. Let's dig into that tower and say, what is it that we need to look at? Okay. So I want to look at it from some oracle cards as well. So we have a tower energy coming forth. Why is the tower coming in? We're going to do it card by card. To get us out of the fight or flight mode. And there may be something in your life that no longer serves its highest purpose. So a tower comes through to help you rearrange. And sometimes towers can be self-imposed. Like we decide, I'm going to redecorate. I'm going to break down this wall. I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to get married. I'm going to get divorced. We can decide to make major shifts for our betterment. And those are towers. So they're not always a scary affair. Sometimes it's simply this reconstruction. So we can already see that there's something. If it's not happening now, it's within the next couple of months. This is where the blueprints are being drawn up. And by the way, a full moon is perfect for just that. You don't have to, it's the one time I do a reading where I'm like, you don't have to do anything tonight. Just think about it. Deciding is enough. Maybe that's the tag here. Like just deciding, just coming to that realization is perfectly enough. Let the dust settle during this full moon. We're going to continue the conversation tomorrow. If you don't get everything that you need, show up again. I have a live stream on Sundays, so we'll see if any of this carries over into that. We go much deeper, and there's so many topics there. But I'm already getting like a little bit of a tease or a taste of what might be coming through tomorrow. This full moon is encouraging us to get out of the fight or flight or the survival mode energy that we see coming through right here. If there's anyone or anything in your life and it just feels like it's not enough and you're tired of it, this card is validating that. And let's see what we can do to get out of the survival mode. First of all, survival is it's a powerful word. Whatever this is, whatever your tower moment is, you can and you will survive it. But there's also something better, like on the horizon. So let's dig into this. What is it that you're either surviving or what is it that's not nurturing you enough? We'll go a little deeper here. See, I'm telling you, it's not always a bad thing, folks. So, liberation. Here's what's really cool about a tower. You can't put it back together. When it crumbles, it's done. You rebuild. There are certain structures where when the foundation breaks, when the bricks fall apart, you don't have the same materials. You wouldn't want to build it the same way, even if you could. So you are now free to move beyond this situation, to move on. And that's a pretty exciting sort of energy and idea. So you have permission, you have the capacity right now, if you want to, not just to move on, but to say, I deserve better, right? So this liberation energy is allowing you to kind of feel that sense of free floating, untethered, unbothered energy. So if something comes to pass, let it be. So be it. Okay. Let's see what's coming in the wake of the tower now that we know that there's a tower event. Okay. Let's turn the camera down again. So we have 3 powerful cards here. Help us understand what this is all about. What's coming after? Why did we have to free ourselves from something like this? Why is this happening? 3 of Wands energy, which is good. Okay, so powerful cards coming through. So the 3 of Wands. This has an eminence with it. So I'll pull the traditional card too, but with the 3 of Wands, if you were looking for a when should I start or when can this happen, there's basically an encouragement right now. So this week, like I said, you don't have to do anything tonight in the full moon, but any day after is fine. So you can start to put into motion something new. And if I can find the regular one, I will. If not, I'm just going to move with this one. But usually there's someone passively looking at the top of a hill at everything that's going on. I found it. And what we have is a contrast to that. Can you see the difference? So here's someone is right in the middle. They have like a lasso or a rope, and it's kind of freeze framing in those 3 positions. Here's someone is standing and saying, come to me. There are 2 ways that you can manifest. One is to let something come to you. The other one is to bridge the gap. And basically, if you feel like you can get 2 or 3 steps closer to something, why not? Then it can come to you even faster. So the tower cleared the way. The block is gone. So for many of you, you were blocked. It could be a mental block. It could be a heart block, like an emotional block. There might have been someone or something in your life and you were thinking, as long as they're here, I can't move forward. The block is removed, or it soon shall be if you decide to let it go. And you don't have to wait anymore because there is a passive waiting energy to this. And here we have like, what was her name? Wonder Woman? Didn't she have a lasso? She had a lasso. She had the sort of like, whatever those things are, the bangles that could, deflect bullets, and her invisible plane, lots of fun stuff. But I remember the lasso. So this is your chance to lasso something in. What you can do tonight on the meditation, later before you go to bed, or after this, if you just want to, for those of you where it's already the next day, you can just set this into motion. See what it is that you are ready to create or pull in. It could be resources, it could be health, it could be friendship. And imagine that you just throw that lasso out and you got it. Like first time you got it, and then just pull it in. Easy does it. You're pulling it in like a fisherman or like Wonder Woman, whatever your metaphor is. This is your chance to lasso in something better. And you had to let something else go because it wasn't giving you enough. This is serving up like 4 of Pentacles energy. And that's all that 4 of Pentacles is. It's like barely enough. And so we want you to have more than enough. One thing to avoid in this situation or this moment is this feeling of anger. When we look at wrath, it could just be heavy emotions or revenge. The best revenge is success. The best revenge is health and happiness. So lean towards that. We're going to let go of the heavier emotions and let karma do the rest. It's a lot cleaner that way. Never wish something harmful. Just you don't want to, but if you had to say something, just, I wish you the karma that you reap. Like whatever you've been doing, may you get exactly what you deserve. And I don't have anything to do with that. So separate yourself from it. Let the universe step in if something is unjust and move on. You never want to curse someone. You can wish them what they deserve, and that's their own making, but never curse somebody. So leave things on a nice, clean level. Bless the situation. It's far richer, by the way, if you're going to cut something out. What you can do instead, this is how I would do it, is say thank you. Thank you for that experience. Thank you for the lesson. It wasn't always pleasant. I definitely don't want to experience it again. And I'm releasing this for an upgrade, for something better. I wish you nothing but the best. That's stronger. You have to say it and mean it. Otherwise, just say, I release you totally and completely. But if you can bless the situation too, say thanks for the lesson. I wish you the best. Great. That will help. It depends on the complexity of the relationship. but I do feel like some of you might be detoxing a little bit. And this could be any relationship, not just love. Friendship, familial, parental came in there. It can be anybody in your life where it's just not been enough, okay? Okay, and let's see if there's anything that you can do to help with that. All right, we have a giraffe here, foresight, aspiration, individuality. Okay, so this kind of reminds me a little bit of star energy too with the individuality or authenticity. But I really want you to trust your insights right now. This is also, when I look at something that's this tall up, it's kind of like getting a bird's eye view. So I think I even put that on the weekly collective. We'll see if anyone picks it. But this is a moment for you to take a few steps back and get the bigger picture of this situation so that you can see the patterns that led you into where you are today and see if you can identify the paths that are leading outward from this. Because I think many of us are at a fork in the road. That is part of the reason I put that on the weekly collective. Give yourself something like a stretch goal, something to reach for and know that you can accomplish it, but trust in your vision, okay? All right, let me clear everything now. Now we're gonna go to the pick a card section, and I'm gonna keep this lighter today, like I said, because I'm showing up in, less than, 13, 14 hours, I'll be back. So and I have other videos to do tonight. So we're going to keep this easy flowing for all of us here, but I did feel like I needed to show up live for whatever reason, so I hope this resonates. So we're going into a pick a card portion now. Many of you have liked this. You can use this in a couple of different ways. You could ask 3 different questions if you wanted to, but you could also just ask 1 and then pick a number between 1 and 3, and that's going to correlate with which card is yours. It gives you a little bit more capacity to get a richer message, rather than me just pulling one general one for everyone, because I can get much more information on those 3 cards. So that's probably how I would use it, but some people have been using this as past, present, future, or 3 questions. But you can also use it as intended, just with 1 question, and you pick the number now, okay? Hold that thought. Whatever it is you're thinking about, let's shuffle. I'm gonna pick 3 cards face down. We already have the first. All right. Visually look at the screen, decide which one of these you want. We're going to start off with number 1. We have the 2 of Cups in reverse. All right. So first and foremost, one of my favorite phrases here is don't force a connection. The 2 of Cups can represent someone or something in your life that isn't quite completely on the level or quite ready yet. And if it's a new sort of budding relationship or friendship, give it time, but not forever. I think it's important to know you typically know at the beginning if there is mutual appreciation, affection, etc. But with business partnerships and friendships, they sometimes take longer to blossom. So when it's more in the platonic phase, people put up guards, they take a while to get to know you, and things can really go into a beautiful space. I use Apollo as an example. He's off camera to the side, but when I first got him, he hid under the bed. He wasn't eating. He was nervous. And my mom said, give him time. And he did warm up over time. So pets, children, people in our life sometimes just need a little bit more encouragement. But if you're constantly giving and something isn't reciprocating, an environment, a person, a relationship, let's take a step back. Look at that and see, is it enough for me? And is it sort of like, what's the best word? Cyclical. Is it happening all the time? Do you always pick up the phone? Are you always initiating? Are you always asking? There's an equity there. If you want more, ask. And if they can't deliver, say thank you. If this was a yes or no, it's a yes, but make sure that what I just talked about, that equity, that joint interest is there, and that there's no settling, that you're not doing something just because you're trying to make someone else happy, because this can also be a people-pleasing sort of energy. Hopefully that resonates with everybody. Let me see if there's anything else. Oh, when it comes to relationships, you may not be looking, but someone may find you. There may be a need from someone in your life for more time and energy. So boundaries are going to be really important as well. Generally speaking, it's positive, but slower is better when we pull a 2 of Cups in reverse, okay? Let's go on to the second card for those that pulled it. We have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords in reverse. We're almost through retrograde. It's done on the 11th, so hopefully some of the reversals will be done then too. This is more of a not now. It's not necessarily like a full stop, but the Three of Swords is showing that personal healing is necessary. Many of you may be on the rebound from a difficult situation. There could have been a breakup, a layoff, something that you wanted to create. The timing was wrong. There was rejection. I just had a call with a friend today, and we were remarking, again, one of my other phrases here, how rejection is a form of cosmic protection. When we aren't ready or something isn't good enough for us, the universe will often come in and just say, I'm sorry, this is going to hurt a little bit, but no. So I would take a step back and look at, we have three options in front of us here. I would look at some of the other things that are around you. You can do better, and you also need to take care of yourself in this moment. And there may be something also with the other party, if I'm looking at another person, where there could be some healing that needs to be done. So loving yourself unconditionally, apologizing or releasing heartache in your life with others, making sure that you're not doing something that already isn't satisfying. So, starting a new activity where you just feel like, I don't want to do this, it's very hard. So we got to tune into the heart space. It's a not now. And honestly, with the Three of Swords, I would just say, no, you can do better. The Two of Cups is a lot better than that. And I feel like there's healing that needs to be done, and there's compromise that seems to be happening with this. So don't compromise, okay? Let's look at the third card. All right, it's upright. The Seven of Swords. You're able to see through a situation here. For some of you, you might be looking to cut your losses. And in this situation, depending on how you form the question, yeah, it's time. The Seven of Swords typically shows that there's more than meets the eye. So a contract, I really would have a lawyer look at it. There's something there that doesn't look right. When we're also taking a look at our own fears, doubts, or uncertainties, we may not always be honest with ourselves. Be careful about overcommitting. Be careful about also trying to look at someone as a fixer-upper. Like, maybe because there's just so much general affection or history or whatever. If there are some little red flags, you need to pay attention to them. This one, something isn't honest, clear, or forthright. And for that reason, it's a no. And it also is just an encouragement to be honest with yourself and with others, and to really look with a discerning eye at environments and motives and the big picture. So even if we don't get to choose the bird's eye view one, whatever I called it, that's what we need to do for those of you that watch this mini read for number 3. So kind of reviewing these again. Of all of them, one was a yes. It's just the timing and not settling. But it's the Two of Cups is a good card. Number 2, Three of Swords, you can do better and you should do better, and healing needs to be done. And for number 3, there's something missing from the equation. There's more than meets the eye here, and you need to learn about that first. But generally speaking, either of these, if I just pulled a card for myself, I wouldn't do it. I would look in a new direction. As aspects of yourself, this one is showing that you might be getting more ready to basically enrich your sort of social sphere, which I love. This one shows that there's still internal healing to be done. And this one has to do with trust. At the end of the day, trusting yourself, trusting others, trusting your instincts. So those are big takeaways, and they're powerful cards to be coming through during a retrograde, full moon, after the 8-8 gateway. There's a lot of reasons I wanted to do this reading today. So there you go. I hope that helped. As you can see, I don't always get yeses when I pull the pick a card, and I will stick with those if that's what needs to be coming through in this moment in time. So let's do one for the road, and we'll wrap up for today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, by the way, when this goes on replay, make sure that you like and leave a comment, and I appreciate it. All right, what do you need to know? Last card for today. This too shall pass, and things can only get bigger, better, and brighter. This is about expansion. So With the world card, she's got one foot in and one foot out. With the world in reverse, some things might be happening too quickly for you. And there's also the realization, a very real realization for some of you, that it's a different world. It's a different moment. This isn't maybe where you thought you would be for any number of reasons, because the world around us is changing. So that gives you permission to have your tower moment and say, okay, well, isn't it like, it would be silly to try to like, if you had a plan for yourself, but everything else changed, you're allowed to adjust. Why not adjust? If you expand your family, if you change your job, if the world around you is changing, you can change your direction, you can change your trajectory. In fact, you probably should. So it's permission to take a turn in the road, to try something completely different. And if you can just get one more foot through that door, like, tomorrow is going to be really powerful. So today is about deciding, what do I want? How am I going to do this? And what am I waiting for? What are you waiting for? Okay. Don't limit your thoughts or your potential. The world is the most expansive card in the major arcana. It is optimistic. It is bright. It is expansive. So you want to make sure that you end a manifestation thought with something like this. All of this or greater. All of this beyond my wildest dreams. Like, just allow it to get bigger, better, and brighter than you imagine, because it's time, and it really is time. All right, now we're done for today. If you like this, just a quick reminder, I was doing it in the few moments leading up to this. I will try to post to other platforms before I start. I'm going to post to the ones that I didn't get to after this, so that you always know, even if you're not here on YouTube, that I did a live stream. So it's always my full name, Nicholas Ashbaugh, on all the major platforms. You can always go to my website if you need official links. It's nicholasashbaugh.com. I think I saw a few people gifting some memberships and stuff, so I will look at that right afterwards. But if you'd like to show some love and support, you can become a member, or you can put a sticker with your comment below. And that brings us to this portion where I just like to say thank you. So whether you watch this live or on replay, it doesn't matter. The messages are still there for you, and I hope that this helped. And I still see people that are feeling the heaviness of this full moon. So we're almost through it. And again, next week, retrograde ends. Things are going to start to shift in a good direction. All right, let's see what's going on here. I'm going to take a look at those who gave back. I think there was only a couple, so this should be fast. All right, so Erica, thank you for gifting a membership. And Aaron, welcome to the channel. Annalisa, also welcome to you. Lady, thank you for sending a membership to someone new. And Mel305 Miami, thank you for your kind sticker. I appreciate that. Also, are you a member too? I can't tell. No, just a little star afterwards, or the sun. Thank you guys so much for being present today. I will be back tomorrow. And like I said, it's 9, so whatever it is, like 14 hours or something. But in the morning, 9:15 a.m., take a look at the main channel page. You can click Remind Me so you don't miss it. And whatever you guys choose, that's what we'll be looking at. So until then, wishing you all the best. I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. And yeah, take care of yourselves this evening. Be gentle with yourselves. That's the most important thing in a time like this. So I hope that helps. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.